Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.
Rutas Alternas, conectamos hasta Reino Unido, donde está Chubby and The Gang, quienes están muy próximos a mostrar un nuevo disco larga duración. Tienen varios videos y varios sencillos en rotación. Mucho poder desde la capital de Inglaterra hasta donde conectamos en esta videollamada con Charlie y con Ray. Hola Charlie, hola Ray.
Hola.
How's it going?
Everything great. How are you guys?
Good, good.
Very well, mate. How are you?
Very well, thank you. You guys in London?
Outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainy London.
Rainy London. It's summer in London, right?
Yeah, you should see how much it's raining outside, man. It's crazy.
Guys, you're very close to release your new album, the Mutt Nuts. I see you in last March and the online edition of South by Southwest. You have played some of the songs that you will have in this album. How was this period for you since South by Southwest to today?
Weird, because it's like, you know, we were like a band and then there was lockdown and then we played a bunch of like online gigs and now we're playing festivals to like a few thousand people. Sick, like, you know, we played Download, there was like 6,000 people there, so it's like, you know, it's not a usual like journey for a band, do you know what I mean? But we're here, we're having fun, so you know, it's good fun and we're like, you know, doing whatever, so it's good.
What can you tell us about your next album? You have made a 16 songs album, right?
15
songs, and all of them are very powerful, a lot of vibe, a lot of riffs, a lot of energy, and that's one of the most important things in the band, right?
Yeah, I think like the band is definitely there to be hang on, let me do that. The band is definitely there to be you know, energetic and loud and, you know, all that shit, the good shit.
Where did you record the album?
When?
Where?
Oh, where? In Leeds, a city called Leeds up north, with our long time friend James Atkinson at the Station House studio. We took our producer and friend Jonah Falco with us as well.
And how long do you take the process to make this record? Because with the pandemic, we have weird times, and maybe the process was longer than you expect.
No, it took us 10 days.
10 days. Oh, how cool is that? Very fast.
Well, it's like, you know, we've been playing music for a while, so we know each other, and like we know what we want to do, and you know, so it's not like we just started music and we're doing 10 days in. We know James is like, Akko is like very quick and he knows what we want and shit. So it was, you know, it was like a pretty painless procedure.
Yeah. And even if you have this powerful music, you have very special lyrics. You find a lot of issues to talk about, and not only about yourself, but the society, but your environment. How was the process of writing the songs for the album?
Well, like lyrically, like, you know, I had more time to think about what I wanted to say, and you know, a lot of the lyrics were like written over pandemic, so a lot of it's like me thinking about, you know, like I had time off to sort of think about my life and like what, like, you know, things. So maybe I didn't have that time before. You know what I mean?
Yes. More deep things.
Yeah, like not necessarily deep, but just like, you know, I think Speed Kills is more of like let me just say some shit, and like, you know, Mutt's Nuts is more like maybe like talking about like certain experiences and like places and things like that, you know.
And how important is for you guys to make music in London, because it's a music capital of the world. It has an amazing music scene, but there's also a lot of bands.
I mean, like, you know, I guess we're a London band because we like all live here, but I don't think it's like, you know, and like the songs are written about London just because like that's where I had those experiences. Like the lyrical topics are like this is where I had the experiences. But like I think there's like a lot of cities around the UK which have like just as good music coming out of it, you know.
Your music, it's great to sing live. I mean, you have a great connection with your audience, and the power of your music connects almost immediately. How hard was for you to play these live streams and try to share this emotional show with your audience when we are online through a computer?
It was difficult, I think.
Yeah.
We did it was like a German festival. I think it was German, like an online thing where we played in a venue, but there's no one there, and it was freezing, and
it's like early in the morning, and you know, it's like it's hard to like,
right.
it's hard to like be like, it's hard to like have the energy when it's 10 in the morning and no one's there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because you feel audience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, of course it's still absolutely important for a band to play live in front of an audience, in your own gig or in a festival, right?
Yeah, totally, man. Like you gotta, I mean, like, I suppose it's like the same thing as like when they had the football on and there was no fans in the stands, you know. It's like just feels like a weird ghost town type shit, but I don't know, it's like yeah,
it almost makes you think like, what am I doing if there's no one?
Yeah,
no one watching. It's like, what? Hang on,
you know, you like,
I'm just like a performing monkey or something.
You just fucking finish the song and then it's like, yeah, to do, and then it's just like, and you just like,
only the cameraman are clapping, right?
Yeah, but they don't even clap. The camera people don't even clap, so it's just like silence.
They drop the camera otherwise. I mean.
Yeah.
So guys, nowadays there are happening a lot of festivals in the summer in UK. There are less restrictions, and it's opening again for live music. How do you feel these times in the UK that was had a very severe pandemic times with the lockdowns and everything, but now you can play live in front of an audience?
Yeah, no, I'm excited to fucking. We've been playing a few gigs like here and there. We had to miss this gig the other day because of COVID shit, but you know, we've been playing some festivals and yeah, it's good. It's strange to be back, but it's like, you know, it's good.
It feels amazing. Slightly uncomfortable after everything that's happened, but you know, we'll get.
Yeah, you got to get used to like. You got to get used to like being in a tent with like 2,000 people, but you know, like I don't think like when we play, like I don't care about that shit when we play. It's like when we're not playing, I'm just like, whoa, there's fucking 10,000 people here. What the fuck, like, do you know what I mean? So, but...
And what's your opinion about this new announcement about the free visa touring for UK bands in Europe?
Yeah, it's fucking good. Too fucking like fucking, you know, the thing is, it's like it's hard for me to get happy about that because it's like that's what we had before. So like, you know, people shouldn't have to have visas to go and play music in other countries, like any country. So like, you know, no band should have to be like justifying why they're coming to play music. It's fucking crazy. Like, and you know, I think that applies to everything. Like, you know, if there was like a Japanese band to come play England and shit, why should they have to pay money? Why should they have to fucking, like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. And it's like, I find it really fucking annoying that the governments of like the world are like, yeah, I could talk about this shit all day, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, This is something, it's sort of like, you know, I'm glad that it's like that, but it's like, man, we're in the position that we were in before, you know, we're just I feel like the whole Brexit thing right now is like damage limitation at this point. We're just trying to desperately stop things getting worse rather than gaining anything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if the government take the decision, I think that it was important that a lot of bands, a lot of musicians talk about that issue and raise the voice and tell the government, you are wrong, man. You need to change that.
Yeah, well, like fucking like all these musicians were saying to the government, like, what are you doing? Like fucking Eric Clapton and people like that were like, this is disgraceful, you know? And like,
Yes.
I think, you know, they got it wrong on so many levels of this. Like they've really managed to fuck it up, and yeah, fuck them. But you know, they do that with everything. The government, you know, they do that with everything.
Yes, I hear you. Your latest single, I Hit the Radio, I have to say that I get a little sad when I read the title, but when I listened to the song, I said, oh, that happened also to me.
Yeah, because people thought that I was being like, oh, fuck the radio, like in a way of like, don't listen to the radio, but that's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is like, you know, it's like, you know, you fucking have these songs like, you know, with your ex-girlfriend or with your old friend or some shit, and then you all of a sudden you leave them, and then it's on the radio all the time for like a mystical reason. So that was the point of the song. Like people hitting me up being like, oh, what's the radio ever done to you? But I was just like,
no. You guys will release your album, The Mutt's Nuts, on August 27 through Partisan Records. How was working with them?
yeah, great.
Really good.
It's an important label, right? For an independent but very important label, a great roster.
Yeah, they've been nothing but nice to us, man.
Yeah, it's a small team, but we're a small team, and it just makes everything's very easy. Flow's very nice. We still retain our creative autonomy. You know, they're very supportive of what we want to do, so I have nothing but nice things to say.
And you will release the album on physical formats?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fucking, you say physical format?
Yes, in CD or vinyl?
Yeah, vinyl, CD, tape, you know, fucking mini disc, anything you want, man.
I'm really looking forward to listen on vinyl because I have listened your album through the label. It sounds amazing. It's very powerful. Enjoy a lot. But I think that it's better if we listen in a vinyl. We can play it so loud that we can have an hour of great rock and roll.
Yeah, man. I think all rock and roll should be played off the needle, you know.
I know. So, guys, when you will come to Mexico?
For when soon as possible, mate.
It's definitely on the agenda. We'd love to play there. We'd love to come.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Mexico, like just to be there, you know.
I hope you can make it maybe in the spring 2022, earlier the next year.
Oh, I hope so, man. I hope so. We'll see what happens. I mean, the world might have ended by then, so.
Hope you can make it. Really, really hope you can make it. I know you will have a great time when you play here in Mexico. But in the meantime, we can listen the Mutt's Nuts on August 27, the new album of Chubby and The Gang. It's an amazing album. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Roy, Chubby, thank you so much for this chat with Rutas Alternas.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.
Adiós.
Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.